I'm going to make the damage system now for the player object. I'm going to start in the system object. And what I'm going to do here is create a global variable that's going to act as like the hit points or the damage system. So I'm going to create a new piece of code just so I can access it better. I'm going to call it shield. And I'm going to create a new variable, but this time it's going to be a global variable. So global var equals shield. A global variable works just the same as a normal variable, but what it does is it works between different objects. If I create this as a normal variable, or just using the var function, it will only work within the system object. And what I want it to do is work with the system object and the player object. So it has to be a global value that the entire game and all the other objects can use. I'm doing this because I'm going to visually represent the shield strength by drawing it as a bar at the top of the screen. And I can't do that in the player object, because if I put a draw object inside the player object, instead of drawing the player sprite, it will draw this health bar, this shield bar. So this is why I'm doing it in the system. So I've created my global value shield. I need to set what it is. So shield equals 100. Oh, I've made a mistake. You can see here that it's red. That means there's an unexpected symbol expression. That's because I've got the equal sign. I don't need that. If global var and var, you don't need equals. It's just global var and then the name of the variable. And I've done this bit of code in the create event. So as soon as the game loads up, it's going to create this variable. So now I'm going to draw this variable, and you do that with a draw event. And you can use this event to draw graphics. So I can create a bit of code in here and call it draw shield. I'm just going to copy and paste something I've done over here. Okay, there are lots and lots of draw functions. Actually, I'll just show you some of them. So I wanted to draw a rectangle bar to represent the health, the shield. So where's find draw rectangle color. Let's get that so you can see the arguments. So this is the function draw rectangle color, and these are the arguments. So the first one is the x-coordinate of the left of the triangle, y at the top of the triangle, then the x of the right, and then the bottom of the triangle. So they're the 4 points to be drawn. The color at the top, left, right, yeah, again you can see the 4 points there. I just want mine to be a plain red bar, so I've put them all the same. And outline, which is true or false, so you can have an outline or not, or have it filled. So what I've put in my code is 32 pixels in from the left of the screen, and 32 pixels deep, and then the the x coordinate for the end of the rectangle is set to 32, so it starts at nothing, but plus the global variable shield. And our global variable shield is set to 100, so it's 32 plus 100 pixels. And the way you reference a global variable is in this manner. So it's global, full stop, and then the name of the global variable, shield in this case. Then I've also set it 40 pixels for the wide depth, and then the colors are red all the way through, and it's not an outline, it's filled. It looks a bit sort of complicated, but that's just because it's got a lot of arguments. It's not actually a difficult thing. So that's set up to draw my rectangle. So let's see that rectangle. So there it is in the top left hand corner. So that will be representing the shield of the spaceship. So now we've got to have that decrease when it's hit by a bullet. So we're going to go into the player object and add a collision event with the enemy laser and create a bit of code with the hint hit. So if it gets hit, the global variable shield global.shield minus equals 25. So this will reduce the shield strength by 25. The reason why it's minus equals 25 is because if we set it at minus 25, it will literally just set it at 25. Well, minus 25. So the minus equals bit means take 25 from the value that it is currently at. Okay, if that makes any sense. Just have to go with me on that one. So I'm going to test that. Let's OK it. And we should see the bar decrease as the player's hit. Yeah, you can see it going down. Obviously it goes all the way off and off the screen. So what we need to do now is, with the player object, when the shield global variable reaches 0, to destroy the player object.